Hi, I'm Heidi Baker, and I want to say Happy New Year. It's 2013, and God is going to move in the most spectacular way. We are really excited to share with you some of the beautiful things that our team at Iris Relief, our teams from around the world, have been just pouring out their lives and serving the poor and the desperate and the dying. And I feel like God just wants us to know that in the midst of the shaking, we're called to shine. In the midst of the really difficult things that come, we're called to be a light and to be a blessing. So enjoy with us the beauty that Jesus is performing all throughout the earth. Bless you.
We are so happy to be with dear friends. I've actually known Yanni since Princeton. And Naomi I met in the Harvest School. Together they pioneer Iris Relief, and we'd love to hear just your vision for Iris Relief.
Sure, love to share. Iris Relief started 18 months ago, and we have the great opportunity to run into the darkest of places. We've been ordained to go to the disaster zones, and we've been to Japan, tsunami, earthquake, as well as the Horn of Africa famine, Thailand floods, as well as the last one was Mozambique cyclone.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's a definite privilege to be a part of that.
You run into the darkness instead of from it.
Yeah.
And you are pioneering in Africa. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah. So we've been able to send many teams out into the Horn of Africa who were experiencing the worst famine in over 60 years, affecting about 12 million people who were literally starving to death. And our teams were able to go in and not only bring food to go and feed the people, but our heart was just to bring love and smiles. And we were able to play with the children. We provided a feast and food for them to cook. And also we were able to go and pray for rain. We thought if our God can multiply food, he can bring the rain. And we were able to see it rain.
Wow.
And the village chiefs were able to say that it was our God that sent the rain.
I heard also about you bringing joy and fun into Japan. Why don't you tell us about that, Yanni?
Sure. So when the earthquake happened, thousands of people died, and 2.5 weeks later, we got our team together. Wow. We didn't know what condition it's on the land, and so we bought like potassium iodide and water, our own food, and we just went. We brought the Iris team into the relief shelters, and we realized that it's important to bring the joy.
Wow.
The joy and the presence into the places. So we brought, we played with the children, we brought mascots, and really brought life. We celebrated life in the place where there's no life. One time, one of our team members, we sat with a lady and we just talked with her and we hugged her, and just really was listening to her story. And she says, in tears, she said, "Thank you for asking me how I was. I've been in this relief shelter for 6 weeks and no one asked me how I was." And she just broke, and she was just really loved by us. And so it was great to bring not just the physical needs of the people, but as well as the emotional, psychosocial needs of like the children and the mothers.
William Booth, who started Salvation Army, he died and he went to heaven, and the Lord took out a book, and it wasn't the sins of commission, it was the sins of omission, and everything that God dreamed for him to do that he didn't. Like the neighbor across the street that wasn't saved that he didn't stop for. And it seems like you guys are just, like literally writing history by going places no one would even dare, like running into it. And if people around the world would love to support you or be involved, how can they contact you? How can they partner? How can we see you soar?
Sure, they can contact us at irisrelief.org.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much, and just love you and bless you.
Thank you so much, Shara.